guys, so we're back with another episode of Taco Imposters. Okay, I want to show you something with this computer that I've done with this computer. A lot of you are going to just think this is obnoxiously stupid, but look, okay, I don't know, can I aim this light over there? Slightly. These are stickers, okay? They're like animal stickers. I don't like the shininess of them, but that was what they had at the dollar store, so... But yeah, and then I have these animals up here. I've had the animal for a whole lot. Like, this rhino I've had as long as I can remember. I don't even know. And then this tiger I think I've also same time. And then that lion I think I got at like the dollar store years ago. I don't remember. I forgot. Yeah. So there's that. It's very obnoxious, but like, I don't know. I like it. The shininess just drives me nuts, but what are you gonna do? Right? What are you gonna do, right? So that's that, and, yeah, so there's that, and then, okay, today, well, okay, I always forget to say the date. It's a date, it is September 5th, Saturday, September 5th, 2020, when I record this, but you people probably know by now that they go up on the Monday. So it's usually Friday. Usually I record on a Friday and it goes up to Monday. But today I was going to the Montreal Aviation Museum. I think it's what it's called. But I don't remember if it's center or museum because of... It's a museum, but in French it's like Centre d'Aviation de Montréal, which is stupid. Why'd you call it center? It's like, it's Montreal Aviation Center in French, I think. Which is dumb, but you know. It's just my opinion. Anyway, so there's that. And it was fun because it's a very small place, very volunteer-y, hands-on stuff. I became a member today, which is cool. Now I can go there whenever well, not whenever I please, but a lot of the times, and I can like try stuff. They have lots of equipment there too to do things, which is cool. I like that a lot. And then, okay, I'll show you what I got there. I was thinking of picking up a simulator, like a flight simulator, but then I realized, I'm like, first of all, okay, their flight simulators are, okay, they're not super, like, crazy outdated, but one's 95, I don't know what the other ones were, and they didn't have, X, and they didn't have Microsoft Flight Simulator X, and they didn't have 2020, obviously, because they're not a place to sell this stuff. They just kind of like, oh, I have stuff, you know, which is fine. It works. So, they have, okay, this, okay. So, the first thing I got is I saw, no, I think did I see this or I see that first? I don't know what I saw first, but I saw this. This is cool. Let's bring this around, and I'll show you, okay. Okay, they had this. Oh, it's not enough light. Can I bring the light down? And then move this there. And there you go. Cool. So, they had this, which is like a cool... I don't know if you can see the detail in it, but like... It's a cool... I don't know what it is. It's like a radio... Looks like a ham radio, or CB radio, like... You know, like... You know? Like I'm, You're doing the whole, like, and it's got one of those, you know, like, this is actually a really old plug, so I don't know if I could ever connect that to anything. I don't know if you can see that, right? But then, oh, crap, don't let the headset fall. I have a headset too. I'll show you everything, don't worry. And then I have this thing, which is from I don't know if you can see that, Cessna. If you know what a Cessna is, it's like a tiny personal plane. I don't know. Maybe I can bring up a picture of a Cessna. But anyway, they're like a tiny... Oh, come on. How do you spell it? So, yeah, it's a very small... I think it's a microphone. I mean, it could honestly be this. I don't think so, because that just doesn't seem like a right thing, because I don't know what the button would be for. I wouldn't be like on in here. Then you'd be able to turn people off. Like, why? No. So. Ow. See, look, I don't know if you can see this now, but it's basically oh no. Yeah. Yeah, okay. And I think I sat in a Cessna. I'm not sure what I sat in. I sat in a very easy place. Yeah, see this thing. That one right there. Wait, that one right there. You see, like... No, that one's a better... There you go. There you go. So, yeah. There's this one. So, this... Oh, gosh. This came out of, like, a... That's not, yeah. And it's like... this one has one of these. I thought it was a big plug, but I'm looking at it now and it's slightly smaller than the big plug on this thing, which is really cool. Which is a... Oh, come on. I'm going to move these over now. These are a headset, and they are cool, man. They are just... Oh! They're so cool. Look at these things. Like, they got knobs on the side, and, like... I'll show you what it looks like on now. Look at them. They're on my face. Look at how cool this is. This is just so... They're so noise-canceling, too. It's insane. They're passive noise-canceling, not active. But look. Look. Like this, right? And so they have this plug on one. See, they have this plug, which is what is on, like, guitars and stuff. Okay. These are on, like, guitars and such. You know. But then they have this one, which is slightly smaller, which is closer to the size of... I think it's the same size as the one on this Cessna thing. Microphone thing. Right? So this one, I don't know, you can't really tell the difference. I mean, maybe if I put it side by side, you could see. Like, you can kind of tell by the ball at the end that one's bigger than the other. Look. And they work as headphones. Like, surprisingly enough, they work as headphones. I don't know, you can't really see that very well. But anyway, they work as headphones. Because I have like a, what do you call them? Stereo system down in, like, my main floor, which has one of these, like, big jacks, because it's an amplifier. And so, those work pretty well. They work surprisingly well on that. Like, they work. Apparently, if you switch, where is it? These off, like these little switches here, you can see them, like the knobs, because they're like little knobs, like you can turn the knobs. I'll show you. Nothing you can see. But anyway, right? They can, and it kind of like has this, I don't know if it has two, I can't tell if it has two speakers in it. I don't think so. But it kind of like, you can go like that with it, like more over here, and then if you switch them in different directions, they can get like one on, one off. So cool. I sent a picture of this to my friend, and he's like, who's really into airplanes, and he's just like, I think he said, cool stuff. I'm like, oh, you just jealous, don't worry. Sure he's not. He's freaking flown in actual sky, so I've never even been in a plane, so. I've never flown anywhere in my life, so, but these, yeah, so. I want to, but I've never, so anyway, these are cool. And then in the box that I bought, right here, which is this box right here, it's got a bunch of, like, random other things. Headset, user guide. Oh, it tells me what they are. Adjustable wire boom. Oh, okay. I didn't read this. Let me see. Wire boom mics feature easy adjustable for... No. Okay, it's a wire boom mic. Flexible boom stand and AVIDAC premium. Could I tell me what the... A favorite feature for exclusive built-in push-to-talk PTT. Is that push to? No. No, I don't think on this one. I think this is a different headset. I don't know. They look like the same heads. Oh no. Because this is Vector Communications, and this is AVCom. So I think these are a different headset. I think they're close to the same headset, but I think they're a different headset. Anyway. Yes, there's that, which is cool. They got like, where are they located? Oh, Las Vegas. Avicom warranty information. And then there's like this thing. It's just like fabric ear covers. Let me see. Right, there's kind of like black ear covers. They're cool. Okay. I didn't see the price when I was there, so I was like, oh, there's no price on the headset, and they're like, whatever. So instead of paying, like it says right here, $75, I paid $45 for the whole thing. Because they gave me a $5 discount for being a member. So, great. So yeah, these things are so cool. It's crazy. And the only thing I don't like about these right off the bat is this headset. You know how normal headsets, or at least the ones that my mom have, because you use it for work, for Zoom stuff, go like this, and then I can continue come down this way. No, this way you have to go like this. So you have to take this and just flick it this way, see? To get to go the other way. Which is a little annoying, but I don't care. Maybe that's normal for like flight navigation stuff. I don't know. And apparently, the guy, not the guy at the museum, there was somebody waiting in line at the museum for the next, like to be the next guy, right? Said 2 rings like this, 2 plugs, is a, did you say stationary wing? Station wing? Not moving wing? And then 1 is a helicopter. And the guy at the desk was like, selling, like at the counter, he was just like, I didn't know that, and I went to helicopter school. Like, to learn to fly a helicopter, so, hey. It's a cool place. If I recommend anything, if you're ever in Montreal, go to the Aviation Museum. The Montreal Aviation Museum, it's in Saint-Anne-de-Bellevue. On the, I might put the website in the description. You know what? Maybe I will. Or both sections of the website. Anyway, it's on the McDonald campus. Well, McGill had the campus in Saint-Anne-de-Bellevue, McDonald College, and they're on that campus. So, or they're right off that campus. I don't know how that campus works because there's like a long stretch of road where if you went straight, you'd be going onto the McDonald campus, but you stop quite a way before you get like anywhere close to that, and you just turn off and you get to them. So I don't know if they're technically they're part of McGill, right? Part of the McGill, like McGill. So McGill, not own. I don't want to honestly. McGill tells them things like, "Can they open now?" Stuff like that, right? But I don't know if they're on the McDonald campus technically. But yeah, so yeah, these things are so cool. Now I think I might be able to use the Cessna mic and these headset. Because I want to get an adapter, right? I want to get an adapter, so I want to get this at least this adapter. See, like, I don't know if I want this one, like the second one for the mic, but I want to know if I can get this up. Because with the mic one, I would have to then, I do have one of those, like, 2 poles to 1 pole thing, you know, 2 plugs to 1 plug thing. 2 plugs to 1 plug, so you can plug it into, like, a computer, right? Or, like, a headphone jack. But it knows, okay, we're getting in also a mic. So, yes, I think I could use, like, I know I could buy an adapter, I believe, okay, don't quote me on this, but I think you can get an adapter from the big ear pole to the small, because I have a small, right, I have 3.5 millimeter to 4.5 millimeter, is that what it is? I think it is. I think, don't quote me on that, I'm not 100% sure. I don't know this stuff at all, so, I have one of those small to big, like regular headphones to big, which I use for that amp downstairs, or the stereo system downstairs in my living room, in my main floor, and then I need just the reverse of that. So I'm sure either an electronic store like you know, like a Fry's Electronics kind of place would have it, or a Circuit City or something, you know, like Radio Shack, that kind of place, or like a music store might have it, because you might want to go like guitar to phone in different ways. I don't know about that. Or computer, maybe. Don't quote me on that. But yeah. But usually somebody goes from guitar to mixer to computer. Usually. Don't quote me on that either. But usually. Probably somebody's probably like, yeah, you could go directly. You do it right. You could. Anyway. But yeah. So I probably could get one. I could go on Amazon, obviously. Or like a specialty store. Like, or specialty website, you know. Selling like those things. And I don't know if I want necessarily a big want to go from like, I don't know if I want it to just be a tiny thing, because the one that I have is a small, just like maybe that big, so maybe 2 inches maybe. And I don't know if I want one like that. I don't know if I want one that's like a actual cord, because I could get it farther from the computer to me. No, I think I want the other one, because it's harder to break that way. Because I've used things like those double things where you can put one in and it comes out with two like headphone jacks, splitters, you know. And I've used both the ones that have like a cord that's about this long. It's about this long, right? I don't know if you can see it. 2 inches long, right? Or the ones that are just about that big and they just have the little end. And those are harder to break, but they're also easier to lose in my opinion because you don't see. I don't know. They're both easier to lose to be honest with you, but yeah. So that's that, and that's so cool. So I want to try and get that to work. Don't know if I can get both working. If I get both these working on my computer, that'd be awesome. And I'd love to get a joystick. Oh yeah, I also went and I flew in a simulator, a plane in a simulator, and it's really cool because they have a whole setup. So their whole thing is like a crazy setup. It's nice. It's like ridiculously cool. It's a whole everything. You got your yoke, your throttles, your flick switches, your everything. It's crazy. And they're only using my Microsoft Flight Simulator X, so Microsoft Flight Simulator 10. So, oh man. Yeah, cause I've seen Flight Simulator 2020. I'm like, oh, that's not gonna run on my computer. I know that for a fact. But I want to try to get it running, but might make a video on that. I found the demo for 10, or X, or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, and I actually run it, and it's really cool. Anyway, but they have a whole you actually feel like you're flying a real plane. It's crazy. Like it was so real. Well, realistic in the planes aspect. You look down and you go, you're not a real house. Because the new one looks crazy because it's got everything from friggin' real mapped, GPS mapped, and flight data where if a plane's flying up, taking off, landing, flying, that's real time. Somebody, to an extent, obviously, to a certain degree, right? You don't know, they can't do it real time, but they can okay, within 2 minutes, within a minute, within a minute and a half, within 30 seconds, within whatever, 3 minutes, 2.5 minutes, you can see that plane is actually going there. That is crazy. And there's a video I saw. This is how I knew that there was a new Flight Simulator game coming out. It was Jacksepticeye, and Jacksepticeye flew to his home back because he lives now in Brighton, England. Is that right? I think so. I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me on that. I'm not amazing at geography. But I got a problem. I drank water and immediately it was dry. I got a problem. Immediately my mouth was dry. I got that weird dry mouth thing. And they always say in the commercials for the medication for it. It's a medication, or no, they're it's like a spray or something. Anyway, it's oh, it's come from your medication. I don't take medication. I don't know what it's from. Anyway, he flew back to his home back in Ireland, and he saw the exact place. He was like, oh, I used to live there. And he was and it looked really, really nice. Really nice. Oh my gosh. Realistic. It was cool. I was like, whoa. And then I watched the Jay's 2 cents video on him, somebody, one of those companies. I don't know what company it was. He does a lot of company stuff. He does a lot of paid, whatever. And again, a lot of people think paid has to be money. No, paid can be just being sent something. I was paid with a computer. I was paid with a camera. I was paid with tools. I was paid with whatever, right? So, he got a computer from some company, I don't know, and was expected to be able to play Flight Simulator 2020 with, crazy specs and crazy high whatevers, ultra settings, and it was crazy. It was lots of crazy stuff. But, it was also, He also actually had a yoke. And I think the pedals, but I don't know. I don't remember, so don't quote me on that. I think so. I believe so. So yeah. And I was always thinking, I'm like, do I want pedals? Right? Sorry, not pedals. Do I want like a yoke and pedals and cause look at people that get joysticks, right? Like used online to be able to play. And there's some guys selling them between $20 and $40 Canadian. So you gotta do your math there if you're American or Australian or other places that use other currencies. But yes, so there. So I was like, do I want like that whole setup? Like save up money for a computer for that setup, or do I want to do racing simulation? I'm like, or like just driving simulation. I'm like, Then I realized I could just try my driving school's simulation first and see if like that's cool. Because they have the whole thing. They have like the actual chair and the actual gear shift and the actual steering wheel and pedals, and they've got the, I think it's 3 screens, but it could be even more than that. Like it could be 5 screens. One, two, 3, 4. Yeah, it could be 5. I don't know. I don't remember. No, I think it's 3. But their screens are like freaking. Because the one I used today was about 25 inches, maybe each screen. But it's more rectangular, so it's more 25 inches like longer. I don't know. Anyway, it wasn't 25 inches like this way. I don't know. Anyway, the ones at the simulator, they're like ultra wides. They're crazy, and they're big. Like, at least the front one is big. So maybe the front one's more square, and then the other 2 next to you are bigger. I don't remember. I haven't been there in 6, 7 months, 8 months. Yeah, so I'm taking the driving stuff to learn to drive. And I'm like scared to death of going into the car and being like, yeah, I don't know where I'm going. Because I'm not very good at directions at all. So you tell me, go here, here, there. I'll be like, hey, where are we going? Huh? That's my fear. When we get into the actual car, they're like, you gotta drive now. So I'm like, oh. So, but yeah. What was I saying? So anyway, so I could try their stuff first. I know I want a joystick. I know for a fact I want a joystick for Flight Simulator X. I know for a fact I want a joystick. But I don't know if I'm going to save up for like a whole yoke and everything. That's a little bit crazy. At least for the price. I'm not willing to pay a couple $100, you know? Right? I'm not necessarily like ready to pay a couple $100. Not that I wouldn't save up for that, because that is cool. It is like legitimately awesome. And the thing they had set up too, they also didn't have just three screens. They had like a screen under it where it would display all the like controls. It was crazy. It was legit. It was like, whoa. And no, it wasn't the like closest, most accurate simulators. You know, it's not probably, you know, military grade simulators. But it was pretty dang close from what I know. I don't know what real stuff is. I've never flown a plane. I've never even been in a plane, so I don't know. But I'm just saying, it was a cool experience because you had the whole thing with the throttle, the yoke, the everything. It was so dang cool with all the bells and whistles in a plane. Like from what I've seen of a plane, right? From what I've seen a plane, right? In like movies and TV shows and whatever's, right? And pictures, it looked legit. I don't know. I don't even know what I was flying. I didn't even ask what I was flying. You know when you only realize something after the fact? I realized it after the fact, and I was like, I did that like, I should have just asked what I was flying. You know? Anyway, that was really, really cool. So yeah, that's what I did today. And you will see video of it. Not, well, maybe this one. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, yes, you will. You'll well, I don't know if I can get it off of my dad's phone, which is an iPhone, to get it off my computer. I probably will, but I'm not 100% sure. So if I can, you'll see a cut right now.
More. See, you almost stalled there. You almost crashed. Okay, pull back. Good. Good. Okay, so just keep on climbing. Don't go below the red. See, when you pull back, that makes you go slower. When you push forward, it makes you go faster. Okay, pull back a bit. Okay, so there, right now, you're just flying straight. So just fly towards that building right there. back. You're going down. Pull back. Good. Everything in the plane is done slowly. Okay, so now level off. In other words, try to keep everything in the middle, like the horizon around the middle. So you're flying 120 miles an hour. Let's put your flaps up. Pull up. Push up and watch. Okay, your flaps are up. Put your landing gear up. Boom. We should have 3 green. 1, 2, 3. Okay, our landing gear is up. So there's where we took off. That's where the runway is. And that's where we are. So what we're going to do is going to go a little bit more forward. Then we're going to turn around and come back and try and land. So you're at about 1,700 feet. You're flying at 170 miles an hour. And you're climbing, vertical speed. You're actually climbing a little bit. So you put your nose down a bit, we'll bring our vertical speed down. You see, you push forward. See how it comes down? You don't keep it at 0. Yeah, pull up, pull back a bit now. Try to keep it at 0. That's it, right there. Okay, so let's do a right-hand turn. Now you see your compass reads 24, or you're flying west. We want to fly east. Do a turn, and I want you to see the east on there. Okay, keep on turning. Pull back, because you're going to crash. Pull back. Good. Okay. There's north. Keep on going. Okay, keep it on east. Now straighten out, pull back. Okay, now we're going to slow down a bit. I'll pull your power back a bit because we're going to land. Just keep on going. Runway's around over here somewhere. There's the runway over here. And fly towards here. We'll look for the runway. Red dot. Follow the red dot. Put your nose down. There's a runway right there. Okay, so we're going to put our gear down. I'll do it for you. Cool. Yeah, so there's where you want to go. We're going to pull your power back a bit, and then we're going to give you some flaps. Flaps down. Over here. There's a runway right there. Watch it right there.
And if it didn't cut, you'll know there was no video didn't work. No video didn't work. The video didn't work, and it was me flying it, so it's cool. But, yeah. So you'll see probably a vlog about it in the future sometime. Yeah. Yes. So, I don't know, maybe I'll go Monday, maybe I'll go Tuesday, because right now it's only open Saturdays, Mondays, and Tuesdays. Saturdays, Mondays, and Tuesdays. So, you might see a video maybe Monday, maybe Tuesday, maybe never. So, I don't know, maybe, I don't know, but probably you will see it, but I don't know when. Probably not this week, but maybe. You never know. So, yeah, that's cool stuff. So, that's what I did today. I went there, and it was, like, the most fun I've had in a long time. You know, when you just do stuff, and it's, oh my, it was just... wow. It was just mind-blowing how cool that place is. It's the tiniest place, right? But it's legit, like, the coolest place. It's wow. It's wow. It's just wow. It was originally a barn, and the guy actually, converted it into, like, this museum. It was great. Because it was on to honor his dad, who flew in the Fairchild, which is a plane company, aviation manufacturing company. Don't quote me on that. Not Fairchild, the electronic company that made stuff like the Fairchild Channel F and stuff like that. Different thing. But, and so he built this on his father, who was a pilot in one of the wars. I don't know. I didn't get into detail, super duper detail about that. The guy didn't have like all day either. He was just like, I can just do stuff, show you around quickly. So yeah, it was cool place. So yeah, that's what I did there today. And then the other thing was I was watching a video by Billiam. He was doing what's it called? And he was doing well, he was doing Pokemon, and he was doing Scooby Doo stuff. And the Scooby Doo stuff, right? Reminded me of all the Scooby Doo. Like, I don't hate Scooby Doo, but Scooby Doo is not something I'm really like passionate about, fond of. My friend loved Scooby Doo. Like, my best friend loved the Scooby Doo with a passion. He was like, "This is the greatest thing ever," and I was just like, "It's Scooby Doo," and something else. Sorry, it's okay. Yeah, and Scooby Doo is kind of like the Pokemon, because I was talking to my friend today because we were playing some stuff online, right? And I figured out how to do that with him. So I was like, oh great. And so I was talking to him, and I was like, people argue that when you play Pokemon, if you played one Pokemon, I played Pokemon Red. I've played all the Pokemon. I played them all. And really, when you break it down far enough, yeah, you have. You really have. And Scooby Doo to me was always like, and my friend would always argue with me, no, they're different, they're cool, there's differences. I'm like, you watched one Scooby-Doo, you watched the original Scooby-Doo, what's new Scooby-Doo, Scooby, where are you, what's new Scooby-Doo, I said that already, Shaggy and Scooby-Doo Get a Clue, Mystery Inc., any of those shows, Scooby, anyway, any of those things, you've watched them all, and it's like, you kind of have. People argue that Scooby-Doo, like Mystery Inc., is different enough to make it a good watch in terms of it makes it cool and different. So, I don't know. I don't know, because I've never watched anything other than, I've watched a bit of the original Scooby-Doo, and I've watched a bit of What's New Scooby-Doo, and I've watched the weird live-action movies, and I've watched Cyber Chase. Is it Cyber Chase? Yeah, Cyber Chase. I have a list of all the movies from IMDb right here. The Scooby-Doo animated movies and series, right? Well, the series, I don't know, but the animated movies, right? And they have the first four, which are on VHS, or were those the DVD? Like, anyway, there were Scooby-Doo and the Zombie Island, never seen it. Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost, never seen it. Scooby-Doo and the Alien Invaders was something I saw. I think it was on the previews of, if I'm not mistaken, it was on the previews of, if I'm not mistaken, it's on the previews of The Grinch, along with Pokemon, the third movie, or Pokemon 3, the movie? Pokemon movie 3? I don't know what they call that. Which is okay, I got stuff to say about that movie, too. That movie is freaking, like, kid's going through psychological trauma, okay? That kid's, like, denial, doesn't want to accept, oh, I could do a whole video on that movie, which I probably will one day. I'll probably do a whole video on that movie. That movie is just, anyway. But, and then I've seen, no, that's it. Yeah, and then, yeah, which, it's like they're getting abducted by aliens, and I remember, like, the preview, but I've never seen that movie. And it's one of those movies where I'm just like, you know when you see the previews for something, and you almost want to watch that movie more than you want to watch the movie you're seeing, right? Right? I didn't get that per se, but I did get. I was always like, maybe I'll watch that one day. You know, I had that that attitude of like, oh, maybe I'll watch that one day. Maybe I'll actually see that one day. Maybe I'll figure that movie, get to watching that movie one day. And really, no, probably won't. First of all, where would I find it? Because it's another one of those things where you're just like, there's a lot of things that fall through these, that go in these weird categories, that fall through these cracks of they're not on Netflix, they're not on Amazon Prime, they're not on any of these streaming services, Disney Plus, Hulu, Voodoo, whatever, Shvoodoo-ba-doo-doo-doo-ba-doo-doo. They're not on any of those things. So, what are you supposed to do with these things, right? Now, I'm not saying you couldn't find them. I mean, it's the internet. It's like I was saying with my friend. I was saying I want to fly, like, use flight simulators, and I was like, and they were selling flight simulators there, right? And the only thing there was I was like, I can find this stuff. I can download this stuff. It's the internet. The black web. Sorry, there's a cut there. This camera turns off if it overheats. I'm using my 360 camera in 180 mode, so it cuts off. Anyway, the deep web, I was like, the dark web exists. I can find this. Come on. It's the internet. It's the internet, the dark web. Come on. Yeah, come on. The deep web, dark web. Come on. I can find it all. So, yeah. Anyway, that's not the point. And then I remember, what did I do here? I click something? Yes. And then, but the movie I do remember watching, okay, I do remember it with a passion. Like, I remember loving it with a passion. Like, it's the greatest thing ever, is the, Cyber Chase. When Scooby and the gang get trapped in a video game created for them, they must fight against the Phantom Virus to escape the game. They must go level by level and defeat the game once and for all. Because it's basically, there's like a virus in the game. A game that was created by them, but then there's a virus in the game, and they have to defeat the virus. And I don't know why, but for some reason, it was the coolest thing Scooby-Doo related I remember as a kid. And it's the only thing I remember, like, really with a passion liking. Because I remember, like, I was in the era of What's New Scooby-Doo. Now, I don't know when What's New Scooby-Doo was out. So it could have been after my time, before my time. But I believe it was out. I was, like, watching it. Or it was on when I was a kid. I don't know, though. Because there's so many shows that I learned way after. Things like DuckTales. Things like, lots of reruns of, like, cartoons and stuff. Where it was like, no, this was out 10 years before you. And I was like, oh, you're just watching reruns. I'm like, I'm like, I'm just watching reruns. Oh, I didn't know that. You know? I didn't know that. Like, I didn't know that, you know. That kind of thing. Like, I didn't know that. What is this white thing? Oh, it is this. Oh, okay. Anyway, so yeah. So that's... So anyway, yeah, so I had What's New Scooby-Doo on, at least as a kid. So I could have watched that. I remember, like, just being like, whatever. And I loved the theme song. And the theme song is very, very nostalgic to me. But the show is not. Like, I don't care for the show, because it's, What's New Scooby-Doo? Coming after you. Gonna solve a mystery. See you, Scooby-Doo. Train leads back to you. What's New Scooby-Doo? Oh my god, it was so nostalgic, yet the show is not. Like, at all. No way, shape, or form. I don't care. Like, I'm like, okay. So, I mean, I probably would enjoy it. Like, I don't think it's a terrible show, but I don't know, something about it. And then there's, Shaggy and Scooby-Doo Get a Clue, which I thought was the stupidest idea. I'm like, but the whole gang has to be there. What the heck? This is stupid. And my best friend was like, no, actually, it's not that bad. It's decent. And I was like, is it? Is it really? Like, break it down fundamentally. Does Shaggy and Scooby-Doo hold together the whole, like, show without them? Does the show hold up without them? The rest of them, the other three? And it's like... And I remember watching it and kind of going, yeah, it's not that bad. There's nothing wrong with it. Okay, fine. Right? I was like, fine. So, yeah. So, at least... in my opinion, I didn't think that was a cool idea as a kid. But I don't think it's horrible. I think it's fine. Honestly, I think it's fine, you know? Yeah, so. Yeah. So, yeah. Then there's all there's other ones like Scooby-Doo and the Legend of the Vampire, Scooby-Doo and the Monster of Mexico, Scooby-Doo and the Loch Ness Monster, Aloha Scooby-Doo, Scooby-Doo and Where's My Mummy, Scooby-Doo Pirates Ahoy, Chill Out Scooby-Doo. Was Chill Out Scooby-Doo the one with the Abominable Snowman? Because I think I remember seeing that one, seeing a preview for that one too. Scooby-Doo and the Goblin King, Scooby-Doo and Samurai Sword, Scooby-Doo, Abracadabra-Doo, Scooby-Doo Camp, Scare, Scooby-Doo Legend of the, oh my god, there's a lot, the Phantasaur, some dinosaur thing. I think that gets to, like, the stupid, like, like, this is 2010, 2011, 12. Like, nothing past this is actually very good. Freaking WrestleMania mystery. Come on. Okay, they're starting to get to the point of, like, almost like, Tom and Jerry movies. Where they're, like, starting to parody, like, different things. They parodied The Wizard of Oz. They parodied, Willy Wonka. They parodied something else, too. I don't remember what the other thing was, but, like... And you get to this bad, like... What are you doing? Like, these are terrible. Like, these are just bad. Like, what is going on? No, stop. Now, please, stop. No. Anyway. Or the new Looney Tunes shows where they're like, no. The Looney Tunes show that was out, what? Was it 10 years ago? 12 years ago? Anyway. Oh. Oh, no. Okay. Anyway. So, yeah. Which, that was not good. I mean, people didn't hate that show. It didn't like, have bad reception necessarily, but I personally didn't like it, and my friend didn't really like it. He was, like, more indifferent to it. He was like, it's not the worst thing. It's not a friggin' disgrace, but it's not great, so, yeah. So that's Scooby-Doo stuff. I don't hate Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo movies, yeah. So... Scooby-Doo and Scrappy-Doo, really. Scooby-Doo and Scrappy-Doo show. The 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo. Is there shows? What is this? A pup named Scooby-Doo? Oh, yeah, right. What's new Scooby-Doo? See, that's what I watched. See, 2002, 2006. So I probably did watch it as a kid. I probably did. See there, Shaggy and Scooby-Doo. Get a clue. It was also the art style that I didn't like in Shaggy and Scooby-Doo. Get a clue. Scooby-Doo, Mystery Incorporated, and Be Cool Scooby-Doo. I don't think that's all of them, because there was, like... Scooby-Doo, Where Are You, I think, was one called. Unless it's like, Scooby-Doo, a Pup and Scooby-Doo, could have been, I don't know, what year is that? 80? Yeah, it could have been. I don't know. I have no idea. I have no absolute idea. Anyway, so yeah. I probably did watch it as a kid, because it says it was on from 2002 to 2006, watching Scooby-Doo, so... Anyway, yeah, so, yeah. So that's Scooby-Doo. I didn't really care much for Scooby-Doo. It's okay. I mean, it's bad. Like, it's decent. Watch the original one if you want to really, like, get to know Scooby-Doo. And then watch Mystery Inc., from what I've heard. And watch, like, some of the movies. The first, like, 4 or 5 movies. Yeah. So that's that. And then he also talked about Pokemon. And I got things to say about Pokemon because... Okay, the original Pokemon, up until Emerald, is like, they're like masterpieces. They're great. They're the best. Okay, they're absolutely fantastic. There's nothing wrong with them. They are perfect. There's nothing wrong with them. Then you get to things like Diamond and Pearl, and you go, ooh, don't like it. Really don't like, and that's the thing. It wasn't received horribly. I played a lot of it. It's just that, for some reason, it's one of those games that, after the fact, it's like, garbage. Like, oh, it's garbage. It's like, but you probably wouldn't have said that back in the day. Like, for some strange reason, you probably wouldn't have said that back in the day. You know, for some strange reason, now you're saying it, though. For some strange reason, now you're saying, oh, it's crap, man. Oh, that's baloney. Ain't you bad game? And then why? You probably would have said that at the time. Anyway. Because it wasn't. It was stupid popular at the time. Just now it's like, no. But again, it's another one of those dilemmas that you get where it's like, yes, but it was the new Pokemon game at the time, right? So, anyway, yeah, so, and then, you get, like, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, which a lot of people really like. I really liked it as a kid because up to that point they packed so much stuff into it. It was crazy. They packed so many legendaries with so many things to get and so many things. Oh, it was crazy. All the stuff they had. They had Battle Frontiers and GBA music and it was crazy. It was like stupid crazy how much they had in that. It was crazy. just going back to the Emerald, going back to the Diamond and Pearl for a sec. They had a lot of legendaries in that game, and a lot of them were useless that nobody used. And then there were like 2 or 3 that people were just like, I don't know, you know, like Rodhams and Victinis and like there were the 2, right? Polka and Dialga. I'm looking at a Polka toy right there. Not a Dialga toy. I don't have Dialga. No. But Polka and Dialga, which they were like hit or miss. Some people loved them, some people didn't. And then there were the like other legendaries. And then there's the 3 that everyone just takes out, which is Shaman, Darkrai, and Arceus. They're like, oh my god, amazing. They're just fantastic. So I could talk about Pokemon forever. I'm just gonna say one thing, okay? I'm gonna wrap this whole Pokemon thing up. Pokemon, Sun, and then you get to Pokemon Sun and Moon. And Sun and Moon are awful because they would hold your hand the entire game, and they would always tell you things like, you could be playing for 3 hours, you could have played for 3 years. But they'll still come in, like, and shove it down your throat. Oh yeah, I know, don't forget, oh yeah, this is how you throw a Pokeball, this is how you use a potion, this is how you fight, this is how you stupid. Shut up. I've been playing Pokemon my whole life. Shut up. Stop now. Right? Stop. But anyway, that's why I never finished that game. I could not finish it. No, I'm done. Like, I never even got anywhere in that game. I was like, no, stop. I hate this so bad. But yeah, so that's where I'm gonna end up with that. I could talk about Pokemon for a while. I could talk about Pokemon for a while. I could talk about the movies forever. The movies, I've got stuff to talk about the movies. I'll probably make a whole separate video on that one day. But yeah, just specifically Pokemon 3, the movie. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so I think that'll be it for now, guys. Again, links in the description. There's, if you want to get in contact with me, there's the email, talkaboutimposter@gmail.com. There's the Discord, and there's the Patreon if you want to support me. You want to see better content, support me on Patreon. So, I think that'll be it for now, guys. Tell me what to do with things like this 360 camera. Tell me what to do with the podcast. Tell me what to do with the YouTube channel. Tell me what to do. Please tell me. Oh, if you know anything about this stuff, this kind of aviation stuff, go freely tell me in the comments. Email me, Discord. We can open up a server for airplane stuff. It's great. Something about airplanes quickly. My friend, we worked at summer camp. There's a guy who comes and brings his kids in a waterplane, seaplane, that was called. He gave my friend a book with all the codes, with all the different flight, what do you call them? Path stuff for different airports. Oh, it's cool stuff. I wanted that. I was like, why? Where the hell was I? It was like, it was like one of those, where the hell was I? Whatever. Anyway, yeah, that was cool. But yeah. So I think that'll be it for now, guys. Yeah, tell me what to do with this channel. Yeah, so if you know anything about aviation stuff, this stuff, the headsets, the microphones, any of this stuff, you can tell me. Tell me links. Tell me in the comments. Email me. We can open a Discord, a server just for that. I don't know. So I think that'll be it for now, guys. So, adios, mi amigos.